Testing this product myself, I can tell you I was very impressed with the output of the AI. However, I'm biased because I built this, and so I really need other UX researchers to validate whether or not this is a high quality AI product. Hey there. In this video, I'm going to tell you about the web app that I built around my UX bot that I built in Next.js and React. In a previous video, I told you about this UX bot. It generates lean canvases for me for any product that I'm studying and saves me hours of UX research. And I got some good initial feedback from people on Twitter and YouTube saying that they wanted to try it. So at that point, I knew that I needed to build a web app or a UI around the Python bot in order to get users to start testing it and get feedback from them. The flow of the app is super simple. On the first screen, the user can upload up to 10 news article URLs and 10 YouTube URLs. And this is the raw data that is going to get passed into the AI, and the AI generate the refined lean canvas afterwards. So once the user clicks next on this screen, there's a backend script that scrapes the raw information from these websites or YouTube transcripts in the YouTube case, and cleans it, and then on the next screen of the UI, the user gets to preview this cleaned data to ensure that the information is what they expect to be there. Sometimes there are errors when scraping and cleaning the data, so I wanted to have transparency for the user to see exactly what information is being passed into the AI. Once the user is satisfied with the raw information to put into the AI, they click generate at the very bottom, and this starts the AI running in the background, which is a 2 to 3 minute process. And I know that is a very long loading time for a web app. We'll talk about that later. Finally, on the last screen, once the AI has finished, you can see the results of the lean canvas in the boxes provided. And also there's a button at the top for downloading the lean canvas to a CSV file. So as you can see, the application is very rough in appearance, and there were many things that I wanted to change and improve about it, but I decided to ship it to users right now because I only want to test the main functionality at this point. And actually, I had finished the main functionality a week ago when I finished the initial Python script for the AI. However, users can't take in a Python script, get an OpenAI API key, load it in. It was going to be too complicated to ship that Python script and get feedback from users on it. So this is why I decided to build a rough web app. And what do I mean by functionality? I mean, I'm really testing the concept of the application itself. I want to know if users actually need an auto-generated lean canvas. I know I do for my work, but I want to validate that this is something that other UX researchers want. Also, are website and YouTube URLs the proper way of getting raw information in, or are there other ways that UX researchers want to pass raw information for a product and company into the AI? Finally, is the AI's output consistently high quality and valuable? Is the lean canvas passable as a final deliverable, or is it just a starting point for somebody? And does this actually save the researcher time? This last question is fundamental to whether or not the product would get adoption. Testing this product myself, I can tell you I was very impressed with the output of the AI. I actually thought it did a better job than me at producing lean canvas reports, and in a much faster time, 2 minutes versus several hours. However, I'm biased because I built this, and so I really need other UX researchers to validate whether or not this is a high quality AI product. Having said all that, let's talk about some optimizations that I'm excited for in the future should I continue working on this project. So going back to the first screen that I told you about where the user loads in URLs as sources, information sources, this is a time-consuming and manual process right now. The user has to go out onto the internet and manually find the information sources. And so if I could find a way to automate this where the AI goes and finds high quality information sources, that would be best. However, this is beyond my skill set in terms of what I can implement. I think that the devil is in the details in terms of which sources are high quality and which will work for the scraping and cleaning step. So a temporary workaround would be to have the user type in a product or company name and then load in the Google search results, so you have URLs listed within the web app that the user could select or deselect, and this basically brings the information search process into the web app, which would save some time. Now, the next thing, the elephant in the room, is that it takes 2 to 3 minutes for the AI to generate the report. And this is fine if it's a process that is working in the background, but right now it's a synchronous loading screen that the user has to sit and wait on and can't do other things in the application. And that's certainly a problem for a product that is in production and is being used in the wild. For this proof of concept, I think it's okay. What I would have liked to done is have a progress bar that shows the progress of the AI and gives an estimated time to completion. And also, when the AI is running on the back end, there are server logs that tell you which step it's at, and it prints these things to the screen. And in theory, I can print those server logs to the user's screen, so the user has an up-to-date log of what's happening on the back end. But this was going to take me several hours to several days to figure out, so I decided to hold off on that for now. I think the best way to handle this is for the user to click generate and then come back to the home screen where they can start another lean canvas. And once that lean canvas has been generated, there's some section within their user account that says My Lean Canvases. It shows that it's queued, but once it's generated, it shows that it's finished. And if the user clicks on that card, they get taken to the lean canvas screen. This is best because the user doesn't have to wait on anything. But again, it's beyond what I can implement right now, because I would have to bring in a concept of user accounts, logging in, different databases siloed to each user. And this is beyond where I'm at for this proof of concept. So in the next week, I plan to test this with 3 to 5 users. As I said, I have some initial engagement on Twitter and YouTube, and I'm gonna make a post on LinkedIn, and I think I can get easily 5 to 20 UX researchers on there who'd be interested in trying this product. So I'm gonna give them the URL once I've deployed the application, and they're going to use it and let me know what they think. And once I have 10 people who have looked at this, I would take a subset of them and bring them into user interviews. I'm thinking about doing this, and really get in depth on what they liked about it, what they didn't like about it, do they think it's valuable, how would they like to feed information into the AI. A lot of UX researchers have research repositories already. These probably aren't YouTube and news article URLs. So how can we actually get their data into the AI? This is, I think, a critical thing for adoption. And also, what did they think about the output? I would love for them to look at a lean canvas they've created themselves and then also generate it with this AI and compare and contrast those results. So this is getting into the nitty-gritty. It would be a contextual inquiry into how UX researchers might use this AI. So let me know if you're interested in seeing a user interview like that and me posting it on YouTube for you to see. Thanks for following me on this journey so far. I hope you guys are learning some things and getting some inspiration out of it. I'm not sure where this is going to take me, if this is going to be a product that actually makes money, but it's been a great learning experience for me so far. This coding that I'm doing with large language models is going to become more and more important, and I am loving that I'm learning how to integrate this AI into software products. I think eventually something will come out of that. So thank you all for following me on this so far.